What's up, guys? It's it. This is your boy Gunter Man from Soapbox Stand Up and Speak with another live series. This is called We Only Know What We Know. This is your opportunity to interact, to join me online, to talk about the things that you realize about life, love, living, relationships, how to connect with people, and of course, allowing you to live the best version of yourself. This is where it's at. I have over 11 years of experience working in relationships, working in understanding what love really is, not only in a human sense, not only in a cultural sense, but also in a biblical sense, understanding that everyone has their own definition of what real love is, and is being able to open up lines of communication to get to the place where you can share your version of love with someone else, getting feedback on how does the world see, or how individuals see love, and how they see themselves, and how their past influences so much of what they believe in, not only about other people or situations, but about themselves. So this is the time right now, 7:30 Thursday nights on Instagram, Soapbox Stand Up and Speak. Of course, Facebook is right there looking down on me. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Now, it's all about interacting. Of course, I'll do my typical sharings, but as this grows, as this becomes a bigger thing, I'm going to be logging on. I'm going to be tapping on and inviting people in, saying, hey, come on and join me online and see what you have to say, hear what you have to say, be a part of this journey, because I only know what I know. And yes, I do a lot of private sessions, and that has increased what I know, but I want to learn also. It's a give and take. This journey, this being able to touch base with people and to hear their stories helps me become more well-rounded when it's time for me to engage with my family, to engage with my daughter, engage with my coworkers. The more I interact about relationships, is the better I am as a human being. Because I'm still swayed by emotions. I'm still swayed by my opinion, in the way I think things should be done is correct. And you have to learn that no, you don't always see things as they truly are. But it's hard to say that when you're upset. It's hard to see that when someone rubbed you the wrong way. But being able to realize that the other person isn't you opens the floodgates to anything possible, that it allows you to respond with a lot more kindness, because there's a chance that they could be seeing things in a way that you are not seeing it. And that's what this is all about, being able to log on and to hear stories from people all over. I have traveled the globe. I have friends from all the way from Thailand all the way to Hawaii. and in every single situation, in every scenario, I have opportunities to talk to people about relationships. And I love it. And I love it, love it, love it. And I got to tell you, my private sessions and the people that I'm working with in my private sessions are amazing. I mean, they are able to pull stuff out of me. I mean, literally pull things out of me, allowing me to really test the things that I believe in, to test the things that I've discovered, and to see that they really, really work. It's an amazing, amazing journey. I don't know if you ever got to the place in your life where you know that there was some type of calling on your life, there was some type of thing that always popped up in your mind or in your thought for you to do. I don't know if you ever got to that place, but if you have and you haven't dared to live it, it is going to be one of those harassing evils for the rest of your life. It is calling for you to do it. And I know life can be complicated at times, and I know that situations don't always afford you the chance to dare to live your dreams. Because life is rough out there, and it's hard not to see the world by the world that surrounds you, but the world is so much bigger than the way you see it. There's so much more to it. So if you dare, and I can promise you this, if you dare to live your calling, if you dare to step out and do this, this live your calling thing, I promise you that the things that you have in your head, those godly things that you have in your head that you dream about seeing in your life, that you dream about doing in your life, you are finally on that road to receive those things. Because when you live your calling, you'll see that the whole world, God will use the whole universe to conspire to bring about the deep desires of your heart. It's an amazing thing, and in the journey, you have to let things go. There's certain things in your past, there's certain people in your past, there's certain situations in your past, there's certain comforts in your past that you have to let go in order for you to grab hold of these new dreams, to grab hold of these new dreams and to claim them and to make them a part of your reality. Is it easy? No, it's not supposed to be real easy. It's supposed to be decision making according to what you think is best for you. And sometimes your preferences are not right for you. Sometimes the things that you just get comfortable doing isn't your calling. I would say the majority of us people out there are living a life not based on our callings. We're living a life to make ends meet. We're living a life based on maybe what our parents told us or the culture told us that this is what you should be doing with your time and energy to earn a living. Oh, there's a lot of money in that. Go for that. Become that. Do that. So people are existing, but they're not living. Can I say that? So for so long, I was existing and not really living, you know? And the fear of failure, the fear of failure was 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 prison, was prison. The fear of failure. But you have to understand, in order for you to succeed, you gotta fail. You gotta get used to failing. Because in failure, you learn the most about yourself. Stop and think. Some of the worst things that you have been through in your life, some of the worst things that you've been through in your life has helped to catapult you to the person that you loved seeing about yourself, that love doing with your life. That injury, that hardship has caused you to fully engage a life that's more effectively you. No longer are you going to settle for things that are not best for you. No longer are you just going to exist, but through that hardship, it has taught you to live, to make decisions that allow you to really, really live. Yeah, as first person said here, fail forward. Yeah, get used to failing. Don't let failure stop you from living. Don't let failure stop you from daring to live your dreams, because it's coming to mind for a reason. See, every single one of us has been called to serve a purpose in this day, time, and hour. Every single one of us. There is a particular need. There's a particular need going on right now in the world today that only you and the things that you have been through, good, bad, ugly, only you can fulfill that. That's right, only you. But you have to dare to do it. You have to dare to live it. And not often we're willing to do that. I can just be honest about it. We don't often dare to do that. Let me put in my earpiece just in case if Instagram is not picking me up clearly enough. I'll just put in my earpiece. I realize that my wireless don't exactly doesn't exactly pick up sound the best. So I'll just use the wired. So hey guys, what's up? What's up? So let's see who wants to join me. So the series is called We Only Know What We Know. So this is the opportunity for you to start joining me and talk about some of the things that you know. Is there anyone out there on Instagram? So if you're on Facebook and you want to interact with me, join me at Soapbox Stand Up and Speak on Instagram, Soapbox Stand Up and Speak.
You don't have to be like, you could just go right in. You don't have to wait for me to accept you. Just go right in, you log in and go live and start to interact. Is there anyone out here that's willing to join me and share their story, a little piece of something that they know about relationships, something they learned about relationships? Anyone out there wants to join me? Let me know. Anyone? Because you know me, I'll just keep on talking. Well, as you get your thoughts together, some of the elements that are basic when it comes to relationship is one that I already mentioned, is realizing that the other person isn't you. And with the other person not being you, it allows you to stay a little bit more humble, a little more kinder, a little more open to new opinions about how a relationship should be done or how a particular thing should be handled. So, with the realization of knowing the other person's not you, when an argument comes about, you shouldn't be deeply offended because you're learning the other person. Don't respond from a place of standing up for yourself due to past relationships. Try your best to stay present with the person that you're dealing with now. Like, the new person shouldn't have to suffer the consequences of the old person. Love the person and try your best handling their mannerisms, their ways, their imperfections, their insecurities, as if it's a brand new slate. Completely clear your slate and take it from that perspective. So when you respond, the amount of disappointment or the amount of hurt is measured according to the person that you're dealing with, not based on the people that you have dealt with in the past. Hey, how's it going? Hey, what's up? What's up? You want to join me? Who wants to join me? Come on, I want somebody to join me. Come in, someone join me and share your thoughts about anything dealing with relationships, love, reconnecting. Anyone wants to join me? This is interactive. This is all about you joining me. But as I was saying about the other person not being you, when you're offended, you're less likely to give an offense for an offense. What you're going to do is set up a scenario for the person to explain themselves. And for the person, sometimes that's even harder than you just reacting back with anger. But if you stop and say, tell me why, give me an understanding of what you're feeling, what made you do or say that particular thing. Now that person just has to deal with why, the reasons why. And the reasons why, to explain that, might be really, really, really hard to do. But you getting angry to the point of sin, getting angry to the point of offending them, you now have to explain yourself, or you give the person an out. You give the person an out to get out. So now get mad at you about something instead of just dealing with the situation at hand. Oh, I see somebody wants to come in. This is Lolita. Let's see if we can get her to join in. Let me see. Low live. Let's see. Can you hear me? It says waiting for Lolita. Hey,
Hi.
what's up? Hey guys, everyone out there, this is Lolita Maharaj. That is
Hi,
right.
everybody.
This is my friend from the American Red Cross. This person here has a heart for service. A heart for service. That's what we're
Uh,
dealing with. Yeah, she has actually followed quite a few of my series, and she actually did private sessions with me, which was kind of awesome. So I know a lot about this person here. So talk to us. What is it about life, love, living, reconnection, loving yourself that you would like us to hear?
well, one thing I've learned, and it's from listening to all your stuff, which is I guess, your slogan for your business, is we only know what we know. And what we know isn't everything there is to know. And that, since the first time I heard you say that, it has taken on a life of its own for me. And I find
Oh,
myself using it as a filter for pretty much everything. Like when I'm in that situation, just what you spoke about, not taking offense about something, is you have to pause and let that ego part of you just not be there and truly think about that this is just one perspective and it isn't all there is to know. And then if you can have that mindset, which is I'm learning to do more and more, thanks to you, is that it allows me to stay open. And I've been staying open more and more. So thank you for that.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Like, do you find that when an offense comes your way, that your heart doesn't race as much? Do you find like what is your reaction to an offense now? Because I know for myself now, better understanding this, it's almost like I find an offense almost a giggling situation where, like, like when I get angry, I might laugh a little because I might
Mhm.
be so mad about something, but I almost laugh a little because I'm like, here's an opportunity, Rick, to live what you said. Here's the opportunity
That's
to
right.
live what you have learned. So let's see if I can handle it. And I find that almost 100% of the time, if I could grab my mind for that quick moment and speak from a place of love and kindness, it almost seems to knock down the guard of the person who might have caused an offense. Because if someone did something that to offend you, it's based on something. None of us is
Yeah.
all rainbows and butterflies. We all cause problems, you know? So we might think that, we might take that position as we're always the victim or I'm so good because I'm the hero, but we forget that we're a villain also. We forget that
That's
we're
right.
also a villain.
Absolutely.
And and
Absolutely.
if our ways are throwing someone off, why not just talk about it? Like, why do you have to be always right? Why does that have to be the case? Why do you always have to be right? That's not real living. You want to find out how people see you and where you're operating from. Because if someone so close to you is willing to share with you what they see, it will not only help you in your relationship, but it will help you in your relationship with, say, your kids, helps you in your business, because you are operating at a place where it's causing offense. So, yes, you might see yourself as this really bubbly, high energy person, but in truth, not everyone takes to that. Not everyone sees you
Yeah.
that way. So, when an
So
offense
true.
takes place, it's an opportunity for us to learn about
That's
ourselves.
right.
Not so much about the
Absolutely.
situation, but it's an
Yeah.
opportunity to learn about
Absolutely.
ourselves and how we
Yeah.
handle a situation. Because you'll know in a relationship, no matter how much you might love a person, offenses come.
Yes.
Offenses will come. But in the midst of that offense, it's how you handle it after you're offended that shows the real quality of person that you are. You can say whatever you want about yourself, but the true you comes out when you're offended. The true you comes out when
Yes.
you're angry.
If you if you replace the I in the offense and put a we, then the perspective changes. Because then it's not about you. And then if you can see it from a we point of view, everything changes.
Everything. Yeah. When you have that mindset of I and me instead of we and us in a relationship, that it's hard to. I wouldn't do that. If that was me, no,
Right.
it's not I and me. It's we. You're in a
We.
relationship. It's a we.
That's
What's
right.
comfortable for them as well as what's comfortable for you, and what's acceptable for them and what's acceptable for you. So thank you so much. Hey, my
You're
first person
welcome.
jumping
Thank
in,
you.
Lalita. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're
Wow.
welcome.
Hey, I
Good
like
luck.
that.
Bye bye.
Have a great one. Thank you. Well, stay tuned. All right.
You
Don't
too.
don't don't go anywhere.
Yeah, I'm not leaving.
All right. Good. So we just heard from Lalita. Anyone else? Anyone out there that wants to jump in and share their thoughts?